Dandy Cash on the beat.
Say a red family, I am that I am, Allah Asari, God King, of that Nubian I. Welcome to the God King speech. Right about now, I would like to introduce the Son of Man, your host, the God King, Marco Tumwe, Allah, speak.
Yeah, I say a red family, and I like y'all, and I love y'all, and I thank y'all for tuning in to the God King Speech podcast radio station, man. And we're about to get into some hots, man. The history of riots in America and our situation right now of the brother George Floyd getting murdered, just like a lot of brothers been murdered throughout the years. So right now, man, I got a guest, man. I want to do my guest, man. Kermit, my homeboy Kermit the Frog, man. Holla at your boy. Get him, man, a round of applause. You hear me? But we're about to get right into this thing right now, so holla at your boy, man. What's up, man? What's happening, man? What's going on, brother? Now, we were just having a discussion about this shit, about this cat George Floyd. And I'm right here in Minnesota, where this cat got choked out. Now, like we were just talking about, a motherfucker putting a knee on that man's neck. That ain't police procedure. Now, proceeding on from where you was at.
First off, would I be able to hear anybody else if they out there?
They out there and they'll be able to hear you, man. They'll be able to hear this mic can hear everything. You hear everything.
No. Would I hear them?
Will you hear them?
Would I hear them?
If you went to the recording, then yeah, you will be able to hear them.
Anyway, my baby said let's answer the question. What was the question?
What was the question? About George Floyd? About how you feel about him being choked out, or about how the situation went down about him being choked out?
Like the rest of the world, that was bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That was bullshit. Man, look, even the officer that did the shit, though, he was on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Man, even the officer that did the shit, though, he was on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Quite frankly, I don't know if the other two officers sent behind him could have saw the whole view because it looked like blocking eight what I saw. But shit, they was there too. They didn't tell them to back the fuck up and none of that shit. So it's all y'all fault right now.
That's all y'all fault. I feel like that too.
And they said the man, they felt like the man was having some medical issues too. And when they first was wrestling with the man, you gonna wrestle with a man that's having medical issues and then hold his neck. You had that on your mind in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean,
Real talk.
At that point, you went in for the
Yeah.
kid.
I feel like that too, man, because shit. For one, they try to blame that shit. First, they had on the thing that, oh, well, he died of coronavirus. He was already ill. Then I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. Y'all trying to blame everything on the fucking coronavirus. And then, next thing you know, they show the pictures and the photos of the man on the news, and you got your whole big ass knee on the man neck.
Man, clearing the main neck, like right where the oxygen has to flow through. Like, damn, bro, and the man fighting and shit, bleeding, pissing on himself and some more shit. I don't know if nobody else saw that, but you know what I'm saying? That's when you ought to know, like, oh, he's sick. He's serious. You know what I'm saying?
He's serious. He real serious.
Man, the piss on himself, he bleeding and some more shit, and you still got your knee in this nigga neck with no remorse. Fuck what you heard, then you threatened to tell the people for saying some shit for you to have in your neck. Your knee in your bad neck.
And that is not police procedures.
I mean, but you know what, too, though? At this point in society, if you gonna riot, why not free flow? You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, and I'll tell anybody, had that been one of my, if I'd even been the nigga that got pulled out of the car with me,
Real
you know
talk.
what I'm saying? After my nigga blacked out, the second I saw my nigga stop struggling, and you still got your knee in his neck, oh, at this point I'm taking off. One of you officers finna get hit in your shit. Now all y'all better be ready to fight on this whole crowd. Real
Hey.
shit. All y'all better be ready to send. Don't nobody want to do something. Everybody got to do something.
Everybody got to do something.
Now I'm finna hit this nigga clean in this shit. Get the fuck back. We got a right to bear arms now. I'm pulling my pistol out. They didn't say who I can bear my arm to.
Exactly.
Sir, can you please get the fuck off my man? I will blow your shit clean the fuck back. Get the fuck back, officer. All y'all step back or you dead. Please. Something gotta happen. Something gotta happen. You know what I'm saying? It don't always gotta end violently, but at this point, bro, move. He's not moving.
Hey, that's what I was trying to say, man. It shouldn't have went that far with all them motherfucking niggas on the corner and motherfuckers videotaping. Somebody could have pushed them.
It wasn't just niggas, though, bro. It wasn't just niggas. It was everybody.
Everybody. Because this is a universal place in Minnesota. You got Asians and everything around this motherfucker. Everybody seen that shit.
You know what I'm saying, bro? And look, listen, the thing is this, bro. It is and it ain't about race, bro. Because it was even white folks that was recording. It was white folks that gave up the video that showed where the whole thing started. You know what I'm saying? It's white folks that's like, damn, that is bullshit. Why is he? You know what I'm saying? It's racists out there like, bro, I just don't get it. They not for the shits neither, but bro, we the only ones fighting this fight. You know
Exactly. The real fight, the spiritual fight.
The only ones still going through it, you know, and it is fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, bro.
That's why I want to go over, bro.
But the police do make it that way.
That's why I want to go over there tonight, man. That's why this whole topic for tonight, man, was about the history of riots and the history of us going through this situation over and over again. Matter of fact, America going through this situation over and over again. Because the simple fact is that it got to the point America used to rise. Gotta be. With all these riots that they didn't have. They gotta be used to it. Man, check this shit out. 1965. Watts. 34 people died. 1,000 injured. 4,000 arrested. Over 600 buildings destroyed. You hear me though? Then you got Newark. Not New York, but Newark. 1967. Taxi driver beat by the police, right? 4 days of arrest. 26 people dead, 1,500 arrests, millions of dollars in property damage. And this was in 1967. Now, if you pay attention to the times, it's like America then had a consistently era or situations of riots where shit got fucked up. Man, you got Memphis, 1968. Riots, Martin Luther King. Dozens of people dead and injured. $65 million in property damage. Got Los Angeles, 1992. Los Angeles, 53 dead, more than 2,000 injured, 12,000 arrests, lasted 5 days, and $1 billion in property damage. Cincinnati, nigga, 2001. Nigga, a white cop shoots an unarmed black man. The situation lasted 3 days of disturbance and 23 injured. Then you had the Red Summer Riots, 1919, where white folks hunted down black folks, killing them. I ain't gonna even go deep into that. That's something that's for a whole nother deeper copy. The Red Summer Riots of 1919. Then you got the Detroit.
The what riot?
It's called the Red Summer Riots of 1919. Don't look that up. The Red Summer Riots. Red Summer. White folks hunted down black folks and killed them.
Yeah, man. What about the Rosewood?
See, you got Rosewood, but that wasn't a major riot.
And I gotta read the Red Sun.
Yeah, you got to read the Red Summer. And then you got the Detroit riots. And then you got the New York City draft riots. When they were trying to draft motherfuckers going to the army. You had riots about that. Then you got the Detroit riots because, you know, they made a movie about the Detroit riots. But go check out the Red Summer riots. And go check out the draft riots. And just like you said, Rosewood. Now my point is that out of all these riots, out of all these lootings, out of all these studies, what has changed and what will change? When I say to a motherfucker, when I go on Facebook and I tell a motherfucker, well, out of all this shit, black folks still gonna be killing other black folks. And motherfuckers have a problem with that. The problem that they say, which I understand that, they say that, well, the difference is that most people get prosecuted. Some, yeah. Some get falsely prosecuted. A lot of black folk been falsely prosecuted. And when it comes down to the police and shit, hey man, that's just like, to me, that's just any old game banging. If I'm GD and one of my GDs kill a vice lord, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna try to get him off regardless of what go down. Cause he a part of my nation. And I don't care if you black, white, red, or what. When you a part of this nation, you a part of this nation. Man, that's how the police is. Ain't no police officer finna just up and snitch on another police officer. You got to be crazy. You understand what I'm saying?
What about the New Orleans riot? 1866.
1866, what happened? When they declared martial law?
she said that's the original. That's the original start. Like, thanks to the riot, martial law was redeclared, and the first Reconstruction Act was passed in 1867, in large part because of the New Orleans riot.
Ooh, 1862. 1860. Ain't this song? Ain't this song?
They got the Detroit one, 1967. Talking about my pop was born in 68, so I know about most of those.
Ain't this song? Ain't this song? 1862.
66, nigga. Why you keep saying?
Oh man, we say 62. My fault. 66. My fault. 66. 1866.
Hey, bro, she got this whole thing. Oh man.
Man, read that shit out. Let her read it out. Let her read it out so I can get it clear.
She got this whole thing, bro. It's nice too, bro. Cause it even got some of the ones you just spoke up on here, bro. It's a whole bunch of them, bro. It was another one in May of 1866.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Man, tell her to read some of them out. Tell her to read some of them out for me.
I'm gonna read this one out for you, bro. New Orleans, July 30th, 1866. Some historians and activists claim that the 1866 riot in New Orleans was a massacre instead of a riot, but people from both sides of the story died in this one. The riot ignited when a crowd of black freedmen marching for their liberties against the newly legislated black codes was attacked by a mob of Democrats. The Democratic mob included many policemen from the New Orleans Police Department and a fair number of former soldiers from the Confederate military. The freedmen marchers had former Union soldiers in their midst, so the animosity was mutual. Nobody knows who shot first, but by the time federal troops had put down the riot, 44 people had died, most of them black. Thanks to the riot, martial law was redeclared, and the first Reconstruction Act was passed in 1867.
Now that was serious. See, that's serious.
Oh, bro, this one, is one up in here from where you from, bro. This was probably the first original right. Yeah, this one from Memphis, May 1st to 3rd, 1866.
1866. Make sure I get that right. I'm tripping. I keep on saying 1862. Let me get that right. 1866. That's crazy.
Yeah, 1866. But these, I don't know where she found these at, bro. She got a bunch of them because the one you spoke about in Los Angeles, the one is one. Damn, bro. Yeah, she got a bunch.
Ooh. Man, let's check some of them out.
Man, look, I'm finna read the one from Memphis, bro. Say, Memphis, May 1st through 3rd, 1866. Another post-Civil War riot. The Memphis unrest was more violent and more organized than the brawl in New Orleans. Like, like, like Nolans, Memphis was a southern city long under Union occupation, but unlike the port city, Memphis had a large immigrant population of Irishmen who were in direct economic, political, and social competition with recently freed blacks. The Irish had such a large population in Memphis that they were able to take control of many levels of local government once Union troops banned native whites from holding office.
Yep. That's that shit.
And the new group on the block. Was none too kind to the recently freed black population. 48 people lost their lives. But the burning of homes, often with black families still inside of them, and churches, the raping of black women, and the fact that no prosecution carried out meant that Memphis would remain a hotbed of white supremacy for another century. The riot enraged much of the Union, however, and led to a sweeping victory for Republicans later that year. The GOP quickly passed the first Reconstruction Act in 1867.
The Reconstruction Act.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
it was all these black riots. It was all these damn black riots that when they made the one in and that was in Memphis. The one in New Orleans, which they spoke on in Memphis, and the one in Memphis.
So that make you think. That make you know. That make you think right there. Out of all these riots, what has changed? And what is going to change now? They think that they proving something now when it comes down to the riots and things like that. But ain't nothing going to happen no different than what has happened throughout the centuries. Same old thing. So black people...
Eliminate all the police cars. What the fuck are they going to drive around? Why is no one ever fucking thought about that shit? I'm just curious. Out of all this riots, why the fuck are you going to sell a TV?
I mean, eliminating...
You're not even going to rob a damn bank. You're going to fucking bust down your own people's damn houses and shit.
Exactly. You busting down your own people's shit. And there's only one way to eliminate anything. And that's to get your money right. Stop buying 24s, all that fake ass jewelry, buying high price ass shoes. Stop this shit, because after the riots, this is one thing black folks gotta think about. After the riots, after this shit is over with, black folks gonna be right back to buying, not only right back killing each other, but right back.
They do exactly what they did then. The martial law again.
Man,
take over that way.
Black folks gonna go right back to buying from the white man. You gonna go back to buying all white man products. You gonna go back to buying everything that the white man built.
So what city do you think they're gonna disconnect from the world first?
Disconnect from the world? If you disconnect the city from the world, you're gonna have to disconnect New York. Then California. Then you got to disconnect Chicago. Then you got to disconnect Memphis. And then you got to disconnect.
Listen, every city, I ain't gonna say California, but the other two cities, New York, ain't going, nigga, that's straight hustling city. They gonna find a way to connect us.
Yeah.
Chicago, a hustling ass city. They gonna find a way to connect. Somebody gonna connect something to connect somewhere.
I'm gonna say like this here, bro. If you wanna go to war, if I'm thinking with my war mind, and I'm thinking with situations, if I'm gonna knock motherfuckers off, I gotta first start with New York and California. I'm starting with New York and California because the simple fact, these two are the most major cities when it comes down to Wall Street, when it comes down to money, and when it comes down to socialism, and high quality. Now, if you want to disperse high quality, you want to disperse harbors, then you have to knock Cali.
What you gotta understand too, though, bro, like real talk, as a war strategist, you gotta understand something. New York City and Chicago, all the people you want dead as a war strike is already killing each other off. So you got time with them. They can wait. And you fuck around.
I ain't trying to cut off they people. I'm trying to cut off their commerce. I'm trying to cut off them from going in and out first.
But they fighters. They're fighters though. You gonna have to test run your little product. You don't want to just jump in. I bet we got a knife.
Hey, that's the thing about it. See, that's the thing about it. The first strategy is gonna be to cut them off because the simple fact is that they tough. I mean, when you in the fight, you hit the big nigga first. You hit the little nigga, you hit the big nigga first. You go to the biggest nigga first. So if you're gonna go for a big nigga, then them big niggas gonna be Cali and New York. Now, after that, after you hit Cali and New York, you only got they little brothers. And Cali and New York little brothers is Chicago, Memphis, Atlanta, New Orleans, and Texas. These are the biggest distribution cities are Chicago and Memphis. These are the biggest distribution cities. So you want to knock out distribution, you're going to have to knock out Chicago and Memphis. Then after you knock out Chicago and Memphis, you want to knock off the harbor where guns can come in and out at. You got to knock off New Orleans. Then you got to knock off Texas. Everything else around it is just there. Atlanta is just like Cali, just like New Hollywood. But it ain't nothing really big besides them stealing everything from everybody else in a real big and good way. I'm just saying that about ATL. You know what I'm saying? They some stealing motherfuckers. But ATL got a big ass commerce. Man, the commerce in ATL is big. Transportation is big. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to knock a motherfucker off, then what you gonna start with first? You don't hit a nigga in the jaw. Fuck a nigga jaw. You hit a nigga in the legs first. You stop a nigga from moving. You know. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta knock these legs off, man. They gotta stop a nigga from moving, man. You know what I'm saying? They gotta stop you from moving. They gotta shut you all the way down. But they're just like anything else, though. With this situation that we in right now, America is being eat up by a virus, and it ain't the corona. If black folks don't get their money, they buying power in check, then we ain't gonna never solve any situation. After this situation, another nigga gonna die. If it's not by our own hands, it's gonna be by another cop. It ain't gonna stop until we get our money right together. You have to be real life organization building and strategy. You can't be a bunch of niggas throwing rocks because the simple fact, I put it like this here. If niggas want to make a real statement, for one, they should have stopped that nigga when you was videotaping. You wouldn't have had time to videotape the nigga or take pictures of the nigga with a knee in his neck if you was on their ass. Two, if a white man kill a black man, look nigga, you gotta go back to the old Bible days. It's eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. Meaning that, why the fuck is you niggas throwing rocks and shit when you need to be shooting you a motherfucker? If that's the case. If that's the case, you mad about, all this shit could have ended with two things. Get your money right, get you a badass lawyer, sue the city, and protest. Two. Two. And two, It's just, if y'all would have found that cop or just found any old white cop or any cop, grab you a gun and blow one of their ass off. Man, motherfuckers didn't even have to do all this shit. All you had to do is shoot one cop. See, motherfuckers scary, man. Motherfuckers scary, man. And they want to do a whole lot of shit when that shit could have been resolved easily and quickly. All you gotta do is blow you a motherfucker ass off, man.
And then after one city hear it, the next city is about to be a rap. Just about as quick as that shit.
You wanna know the worst shit about all this, bro?
That's what's gonna happen.
And it be just, well, I don't really fuck with music like that no more. Back then when shit like this was happening, bro, motherfuckers went probably rapping about it. Nigga don't know how one rapping. Y'all dick ride all these niggas, bro. Let's see if we gonna hear about the boy George Floyd in the song or something. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how much the people that voice can actually be heard. Actually,
that's why some of these police,
you know what I'm saying?
They know what's coming. They know what's coming.
You ain't never lie about that, man. You ain't never lie about that.
The second one is gonna take one motherfucker, and it's gonna be a chain reaction, just like this shit. City by city.
That's because you got a motherfuckers that followers and shit. Because everybody see that, oh, this our chance to go and steal shit. Man, that's it. Everybody don't give a fuck about that cat, man. That motherfuckers would be crazy if they think that everybody in them crowds. Like, nigga, if you in a crowd full of niggas, nigga, y'all selling dope. Man, somebody snitching. Nigga, at the end of the day, if you got all of them groups of people and you think they're really there for your well-being, man, the majority of the motherfuckers in a big-ass crowd there to steal. To take advantage of stealing. Man, you got professional riders. And you got professional protesters. I ain't gonna even say activists. Protesters and riders. The rioters, man, them motherfuckers stealing their ass off. This is a good chance to steal. And then you got agents amongst them niggas. Man, them big ass crowds, them too many people to trust. You can't trust everybody in no crowd. You can barely trust 3 niggas in the car together. How the fuck you gonna trust 1,000 niggas together? Man, you crazy. And everybody, you got to be out your motherfucking mind. Think everybody here for a righteous cause. You crazy no motherfucker. You got the devil amongst you. That's what I'm telling you, man. You got the devil amongst you, nigga. Niggas there to steal. Loot. That's why ain't no good coming to no riot. Because a riot ain't do nothing but create bad energy. And that negative energy ain't gonna do nothing but come back towards the protesters. And now you got motherfuckers that's protesters who now after all that rioting, stores then got burnt down, stores closing up, McDonald's closed up. Half of you dumbass motherfuckers on Section 8 in housing, it's 1,000 of you motherfuckers. Half of you motherfuckers that's ready to stay with y'all mama and y'all grandmama. Man, you gotta think about all them motherfuckers in that crowd. Half of them motherfuckers ain't even got nowhere to stay. Half of them motherfuckers homeless people, ready to steal. Man, look at pay attention to the crowd. Man, half of them crackheads. Half of them motherfuckers out there already was homeless, man, already out there on the street and didn't give a fuck and wanted to burn and set shit on fire. That's why my Jordan was, you hear me, bro? Bro, them folks was already on the corner fucked up, bro. As soon as they seen some shit setting on fire, them niggas was ready. They was already sleeping outside. Half the niggas was already fucked up. Half the niggas already drug addicts. Majority of the people, man, you got a small number of real protesters, or you got a small number of positive people that was out there. That's why a ride never go well. Because a ride is always filled with a mixed group of motherfuckers with a mixed group of understandings and mixed agendas. You got hypes over here. You got about 13 crackheads over here. You got 50 fucking homeless men over here who might be crackheads, hypes, or whatever. Then you got these niggas who been on the corner who don't give a fuck. They need their next blunt or whatever. They want to break in some shit. Niggas say George Floyd. Yeah, George Floyd. Nigga, you would have said Larry Bird out there, nigga. If you would have said Larry Bird, a bunch of niggas say, yeah, Larry Bird. And with the breaking this shit, them niggas didn't give a fuck about no man shit. Long history, man. Like you just broke down, I just broke down, man. Long history of vandalism, violence, and riots. And ain't shit changed yet.
What shit? My blacks died during that shit anyway. Like shit, you got 3 of ours, but we got 50 of yours.
Man, exactly. Exactly. And motherfuckers just.
And that's the dumbest shit about it now, right? Is at least then these black motherfuckers went at the white people that did the shit to them. We going after the next black person shit.
Exactly.
Like, man, what? You was mad at that nigga before the riot started, nigga. Chill out.
Chill out. Chill out.
Chill out. What are you here for? This wasn't even supposed to be a riot. This was supposed to be a protest.
Protest. Supposed to be a righteous protest. But this didn't turn into nothing but riots. It's all about rioting. It's not about protesting.
Especially when it's one thing when a city like, when a state like Minnesota, Minneapolis, you know what I'm saying? When shit happened, where the shit happened at a riot, perhaps, yeah, maybe. But what the fuck they got to do with Wisconsin right now? Did no police put his neck on nobody's shit here? Well, did nobody do shit when that little boy got shot in the back of his motherfucking head and then his shoulder while on his knees?
Exactly. They don't talk about that though.
You know what I'm saying? And then the thing is, hey, ain't officer, what's his name, right back at Case? That nigga that shot him worked that Case in high school year. He's right back at work.
Right back at work.
He was right before all the COVID-19 shit started. He was back there, motherfucker, moving their kids. Man, my son ain't going to that school. Like, shit. Y'all put this officer right back in the school. Full of blacks. Straight up, bro. Like, hell no.
That shit crazy. Man, that shit crazy.
Yeah, bro, they say, he said the boy reached for a gun or some shit like that, or the boy ran or something, tried to get up and run or something. And he shot, but his partner didn't see none of it. His partner didn't see none of it, and they won't show the officer body cam. They won't release footage of the officer body cam.
That shit crazy. It was just like I was looking at Twitter and a chick put up that a little girl got I think she got threw over the balcony or something like that, and that wasn't on the news and nothing like that. That was the first thing the lady was talking about. And she was like, that wasn't on the news, nothing what y'all talking about this George Floyd character. But it's something to this George Floyd character. I'm not finna get into the conspiracy part of that conversation, but I know one thing like this here, it's a lot of other situations that happen, just like when Trayvon Martin, they made Trayvon Martin just a spectacle. The face of all blackness or whatever, and skipped over a whole lot of other situations that was going on, just like Bill Cosby. And they skipped over the white dude from Seventh Heaven, whose wife actually came on and had a tape recording about him molesting children. So, man, they do a lot of shit, man. Yeah, for one, we can't trust our eyes on TV. We can't trust that shit at all. And when it come down to all this rioting and shit like that, man, now, it ain't even about protesting, it ain't about George Floyd no more, man. It's about looting, stealing, and robbing, man. It's a good opportunity to do it. And that's just dead on that, man. I ain't heard nothing else about that. Then look, just soon as this shit pop up, COVID-19 went away. Ain't nobody talking about COVID-19 no more. All them motherfucking crowds and shit, motherfuckers all be dropping like flies dead.
On my life, everybody should be in the motherfucking hospital.
Everybody should be in the hospital, all them big ass crowds. Them motherfucking masks ain't doing shit, y'all out there sweating and breathing amongst each other.
Man, and the motherfuckers yelling, I know that, man. Social distancing out of the question at this point.
Man, social distancing out the question at this point. So it should be major death tolls right about now. The mother should be falling out dead. So, man, we gotta really look at this shit, man. This shit crazy. This shit crazy situation. Crazy. And it's affecting every city. And motherfuckers ain't thinking about the long term consequences to this whole situation. That shit crazy. Motherfuckers ain't thinking that. They ain't thinking about the long term. You got long term goals, you got short term goals, man. Motherfuckers need to figure that shit out. But I thank y'all for tuning in to the God King speech, man. And I appreciate y'all, man. So follow your boy on Spotify, iHeartRadio. Hit me up for promotions, 651-502-4303. WhatsApp. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. All them motherfuckers. Because I'm there, goddammit. Hit your boy up on Podchaser, Podcast Addict, Google Podcast. Holler at your boy on them. For any promotions or any music that you have, man, I promote all black, local rappers, upcoming local business, poets, actors. If you coming from the mud, if you come from the sewer, holler at your boy. Marco Atumre, MAARKKUATUMRE, Yahoo, at yahoo.com. Or you can hit me up, Marcus Brown, MARCUS, BROWN 720 at yahoo.com. Holla at your boy. Peace.
Sandy Cash on the beat.
speak the truth. I speak the truth.